This used to be a city of 32,000 people. Now Avdiivka lies in ruins, not a single building left unscarred. This is now the epicenter of the war, the place where Ukraine and Russia are going toe-to-toe in some of the fiercest fighting of this conflict. Unlike Bakhmut 30 miles north, Avdiivka has real strategic value. It sits inside this bulge or salient of Ukrainian-held territory on the edge of the Donbas, surrounded on three sides by Russian forces. From here, Ukrainian artillery and missiles can hit Donetsk. Avdiivka is seen as the gateway to the southern Donbas. If Ukraine loses it, retaking that part of occupied territory will be far more difficult. The Russians want to take it for that very reason, and because it will push the front line back, allowing them to make more military use of Donetsk. So what's happening on the ground? Well, much of the fighting is around the coke plant, once the largest in Europe, which controls the northern approach to the city. Get that, and the city's defence would almost certainly collapse. Russia sent 2 infantry brigades to Avdiivka, part of its 2nd Combined Army. The Russians are also attacking in the south of that bulge, around a sand quarry near the village of Opitne, as they try and encircle the Ukrainians. The 110th Mechanized Brigade, with around 2,000 soldiers, has managed to hold them off. Kyiv later rushed in reinforcements from Zaporizhia, sending elements of the 47th Mechanized Brigade, one of its best armoured units, equipped with Leopard tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles. But the battle has been costly for both sides, the Russians in particular because of their tactic of launching full frontal assault. The 100th Brigade claims it killed 800 Russian troops in the first 2 weeks of fighting. Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief, General Valery Zaluzhny, has visited the front line here several times. He claims 10,000 Russian soldiers have been killed or injured, and there are estimates that up to 4,000 have died in the fighting. The general says the enemy's also lost 100 tanks, 250 armoured vehicles, and 7 Su-25 jets. Even so, the Russians have managed to cross the railway track and establish a foothold on the other side. They've also managed to take out some of the 47th Brigade's western armour, including a Leopard tank. But the 110th is holding the city. Their job now is to keep it without forcing Ukraine to send more reinforcements from other areas of the front, draining their operations in the south and east of manpower. The Russians have carried out intensive airstrikes, some using 3,000-pound glide bombs. They're also sending in more reinforcements of their own. But the Ukrainians are using drones, minefields and cluster munitions to trap and destroy Moscow's forces. This once thriving industrial city, now consumed by war. Simon Newton, Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.